Everyone, say a nice big hello. Hello, welcome. Hi. Welcome everyone to Xstream Improv Revenge. of the Ripper. And this is the long-form social deduction game where someone you are seeing on your screen, audience, one of our villagers, one of our suspects, will at a point soon enough find out that they are in fact a killer. It will be the task of everyone else, and along with your help, audience, to find clues and work out who the killer is before everyone else can be killed. Now, we are going to go around and meet all of our suspects, and this will give us an opportunity for a first impression. First up, we are going to meet Bigby Wolf. Bigby Wolfie, Bigby Wolf, we'll find out in a moment. Say hello and introduce yourself to the people.
Hello. Yes, I am Bigby Wolf, and I'm just a really nice guy. You know, I sell newspapers, and that's just sort of my deal.
Okay, next up we need to meet Richard Hardon. Richard Hardon, say hello to the people.
Hello everyone, I'm Richard Hardon.
Oh, my bad.
Yes, I'm a retired porn star, too many STDs. There's a big rig behind me, that's mine.
Awesome, great to know you. Okay, next up, a happy guy.
Hello, that was a surprise there. Hello, I'm a happy guy. Am I freezing? I'm freezing.
No, you're good.
Okay. My own video was freezing. Hi me. Hello, how you doing? Oh, you look happy, because you're a happy guy.
Fantastic. Next up, let's meet Screeter.
Hi, I'm Screeter. I'm just here to find out who the victim is and put them in a pot with the boiled potatoes. Yum!
I love potatoes.
Oh, fantastic. Next up, Nosy Neighbor. Please introduce yourself to the people.
Hi, I'm Nosy Neighbor. That's not really my real name, but that's what my neighbors call me. And I'm here to find out who the killer is. And by the way, if you leave your trash cans out on the street, it looks really ugly in front of your house. Just take them in when you're done, you know?
Okay, good advice. And next up, Gravelly Whitmere. Please introduce yourself to the people.
Yes, hello, I'm Grave. You made me mispronounce my own name. Gravely Whitmire, and I run the sanatorium here in town. So yes, that's about it. And do you like my pretty hat?
Lovely.
Yes, absolutely. So, with this, audience, we have met all of the suspects, as I
No, you have not.
Oh, sorry. Jeff, Raph, say hello to the people.
Hello, everybody. It's all right. I'm used to being left out. I used to be a big thing for a toy company a couple years ago. Now they just throw me away like the trash. So, yeah, I got nothing better to do. That's why I'm here.
Okay, so now I believe we have met all of the suspects, all of the villagers in the town. But, audience, first of all, let me direct your eyes down to the bottom of the screen, and there you'll see the latest headline. And it says, support the show, subscribe at www.youtube.com/Xstreamed. So if you would slash that subscribe button, that would be spectacular. But I'm going to replace what's on the top headline and say, audience, please feel free to ask the suspects any questions throughout tonight's show. In a moment, I am going to roll this dice, and I will let one of them know privately via the Zoom chat that they are the Ripper. No one currently knows they are the Ripper, but I would advise you to all watch the suspects carefully, because one of them is about to find out this secret, that they are the killer, and they will be targeted by everyone else. So look for any change in their demeanour, any change in their body language, tone of their voice, or anything else you want to try to scrutinise them by. For now, we're going to have 1 minute on the clock just to get to know each other, and during this time, someone will find out that they are the killer. 1 minute on the clock, begin.
I'm so happy to see you guys. Oh, you all look great.
Yeah, hey, you're happy, but you know you gotta, is that a slice of the tiny slice of pizza on your head?
It's a party hat that looks like a pizza.
I love pizza. I could eat you up with that slice of pizza.
Oh, you flat. Oh.
That's not ham and pineapple, is it?
But I'm hungry. I skipped lunch today.
Well, it's...
Yeah, I could definitely go for some pizza right now.
Oh, I'm sad to say, but it's a hat. It's not an actual pizza.
Oh.
You can't eat a hat.
Looks like a
Hey.
party. It looks
Not
like a
with
party.
that attitude, you can't.
How do you
It
get
looks
this
like-
made up?
Looks like a party hat. I hate it when you guys have parties and don't invite me. I can see the party inside your window when I'm driving by.
That's why you don't get invited.
Okay,
no?
sorry everyone. Sorry to interrupt. That we're. It's great that we're all getting to know each other, but I've got some bad news to share. And look, I'm communicating with you all using my feigned psychic ability, but if you look behind the bins, you'll see my body and that I have been murdered. I have been murdered, and yeah, I am dead. I am afraid that I am dead. And
Can I eat you?
well, please don't. Like, you know, someone else may have had dibs on that. Like, I was going to sell my body to KFC, you know, but I didn't quite.
It seems that I have an empty room. At
Yeah,
the
I didn't
sanatorium.
quite get a good look at who my murderer was. Otherwise, I would just tell you all now. But someone here killed me. Of that I am sure. So now we are going to have 5 minutes on the clock to try to cross-examine each other, figure it out, and then we're going to put things to the vote. And look, we always have come down hard on killers in this town, so I think if we think we know who it is, we're going to kill this person. We'll execute them. 5 minutes on the clock. Audience, ask any questions you want to help us try and figure out who the killer may be. Use any criteria you want to uncover and find out who this person is. 5 minutes begin now.
Well, I've got to say, I might have to change my name. Like, Jack's died.
Why?
That
You
doesn't
can
make
still
sense.
be happy,
yeah.
guy. You can still be happy, guy. You don't have to change your name, you know. It's your whole
Don't let
overall
this stuff
life.
change you, happy guy. It's gonna be okay.
Okay.
Hey, Nosy Neighbor, you see lots of things. Did you see anything?
Not this week. I mean, I back up my car. I hear a little bump, but you know, it's nothing because you know the kids.
My cat! You ran over my cat!
No,
Wait a minute.
that wasn't me. That wasn't me. I'm not gonna tell who it is though.
Did you
Something's
see
coming up.
anything, Nosy Neighbor? You said that you keep an eye on the bins and his body was found behind them. Did you find anything? Did you
Yes.
spot anyone?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't see anything. I swear I didn't see. I certainly didn't see his body behind the bins.
Well,
Guys,
she didn't see the thing she hit, clearly.
look, 1 minute has
Really?
passed. We need to find my killer, guys. Come on.
Oh, there's nothing
Hey,
behind
listen.
it.
Not
Hey, listen, I want to say one thing. Listen, you know, whoever the killer is, you know, I've had a okay life. I'm ready to go. You know, just whenever you're ready, just you know, the little.
Mr. Hardon, you're awfully quiet. What were you doing when the poor victim was killed?
Well, I was looking through my bin, seeing there's nothing in here. I think there's a sock.
Oh, it looks quite dirty.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, why are you throwing away a sock? What
I
have you
don't want
possibly
to see
done
the
to a
contents
sock
of your
that you
bin.
need to throw it
I'm sorry.
away?
A hole
I
in
think
it.
the less we know
Somewhere
about
socks
that,
with
the
holes
better,
in
quite
them.
honestly, happy guy.
Ah, okay. Whatever makes you happy.
You're a happy guy, not naive. Come on, you don't know what you just yeah, just understand.
No,
Yeah,
great.
he's a happy guy. He
Does
should
that
be
make
happy
you
guy.
happy?
I put socks on my dick.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Wolf, you're also very quiet with your big mouth. Do you
I've been talking a
know
lot,
anything?
but maybe you can't tell that I'm talking through my face, through my skin condition. It's quite difficult to hear me sometimes, but
Oh.
yeah, nah, I didn't see anything either. Last night I was just busy, you know, writing my newspapers to give to the town, and yeah, the big headline is, you know, Jack Wolfenstein is dead. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah,
Guys,
I don't
look,
know.
I will tell you now that 3 minutes have gone. I'm worried that you're not going to accurately avenge me. Come on.
I haven't heard
Bigby
Gravely.
Wolf.
Yes.
Your name is very similar to Mr. Wolfenstein's. Is there any relation between the two of you there?
He's my third cousin, twice removed, and from a sister's auntie's daughter.
I see. Well, how was your relationship? Was
Good,
it
as far as I was
bad?
aware. Yeah, we didn't have anything against each other, I don't think.
Yeah, like, okay, we have a couple of comments from the questions from the audience. Keep them coming in,
Oh,
audience.
hi, audience.
Okay, so, Big B, what big teeth you have, such a pretty smile. Which of the villagers do you think could be hiding vicious Ripper behind their smile?
That is smart.
Ooh. I mean, the Krabby Witch kind of scares me a little bit, I'll be honest, but, I'm not too sure at the moment. Krabby Witch is sort of my suspicion.
Okay,
Seem very keen to eat people.
certainly. Another question from the audience. Richard, so you have experience with stiffs.
I do. I've seen my last movie that I did before I retired, The Dark Knight Rises, into Stella.
Okay. Guys, there's only a few seconds left before we're going to have to try and do something.
I would just
We're
like
not
to
gonna
say
get it.
the nosy neighbor who claimed to know just about everything that went on in the neighborhood seemed to not know very much regarding this very situation, which seems rather odd to me.
I think we brushed over the fact that she hit something with her car.
That's
Well,
right.
I hit things with my car all the time, and you know, I was probably
Guys, that
only
is time. That is time. That is time. Look, I hope we've got to some sort of conclusion here, because
Nothing at all.
we have to be hard. Otherwise, look, I worry that whoever this Ripper may be,
Well, Richard is hard all the time.
someone killed me, and I fear that they'll kill again if we don't do something to stop them. So, with this, audience, it is now voting time. Who do you think the Ripper is? Put your votes into the comment section. All of your votes tallied up, audience, will be equal to that of one of our suspects, because obviously they have a lot more to lose here. But we will go round and everyone will get the opportunity to vote. Whoever has the most votes will be executed.
Oh.
Big B Wolfie, who do you vote for?
I'm going to stick with my suspicion and go for Screeter, the Krabby Witch.
Okay. Screeter, who would you vote for?
I think it's the giraffe. The giraffe has a very creepy face.
Okay.
The giraffe has a name.
Yes, there's Millie and said Jeffrey all under one roof. A
Yes.
semi-happy guy, who would you vote for?
Oh, I don't want to vote for any of my friends, but if I have to, and hopefully we'll get to a happy conclusion, then my vote would have to be for Screeter, based on what my friend Bigby was saying.
Okay.
So sorry, Screeter, sorry.
It's also my observation, just looking at your horn semi-happy guy, that you seem to be slowly turning into Jeff. So just, you'll see the similarity there. Nosy Neighbor, who would you vote for?
Well, since it's Halloween, and I think it might be Gravely, because his hat sort of blends in with all the Halloween foliage in the neighborhood. Very easy for him to commit a murder under wraps there.
Okay. Right, so that is Gravely. Who would you vote for? Richard.
I'm going to go with a happy guy, because now he's a semi-happy guy, and I'm wondering if eventually he'll become a killer guy.
Okay, absolutely. Gravely Whitmere, who would you vote for?
Well, I must go with my first suspicion, and that is that it's the nosy neighbor.
Okay, certainly. So let's add that vote on there. Jeff, who do you suspect?
Jam.
Yeah. That guy that just waved to me. What is that about? Nobody's that happy. I think he did it.
So you're saying happy?
Yeah, or semi-happy, whatever. Pizza Hut.
Okay,
Yeah.
so where we are at currently, before we go to the audience vote, I can say Gravely has 1 vote, Happy Guy has 2, Big B has none, Richard has none, Jeff and Nosy each have 1, and Screeter also has 2. So we are currently tied, but clearly amongst the suspects, we do not have any clear favourites. So now we will see if the audience will break this tie. And we have votes come through. Audiences always get them in as quick as you can for Gravely. So these are separate votes, so don't add them onto those other numbers. Gravely, Screeter, number 3. Who's number 3? 1, 2, Happy Guy. Happy Guy again. Big B. Gravely again. Semi-Happy Guy. Happy Guy again. So Happy Guy, it looks like it's happy again. It's absolutely going in that direction. So I'll give it 5 more seconds. But it looks like this extra vote is going to Happy Guy. So with that, and another vote's coming through for Happy, we are being ruthless in the village now. And Happy Guy, in an attempt to keep everyone safe, we are executing you. You are now dead. So,
Can I eat him?
possibly, but
Yay!
using my psychic ability, a semi-happy guy, could you confirm, are you the Ripper?
No. I'm not happy
No.
anymore.
Oh, a semi-happy guy was not the Ripper. So, in this new streamlined format that we've been going for these last couple of weeks, I'm going to tweak it ever so slightly and say that we are now going to go to the night phase. During this night phase, which hasn't begun yet, I will ask whoever the Ripper is to choose a victim. Whoever the Ripper is, choose a victim. There is no protection. I would just like the Ripper to choose a victim, and I will put 30 seconds on the clock, and I will ask the Ripper to let me know who they would like to execute. Now, just so it doesn't completely give away the identity of the Ripper as being the only one to have to type, I would ask everyone to send me, Jack Wolfenstein, a private message that just says OK. If you are the Ripper, instead of writing OK, write the name of your next victim. There is 30 seconds on the clock. Get going, guys.
Nobody's. I can't get anything. I'm dead.
Well, yes, this is true. I sympathise also being dead. Because I've got my psychic ability, I'm not quite in black and white, plus I don't know how to do that on Zoom. But, audience, Jane in the audience says
not...
not...
It be very entertaining.
Yeah. Jane in the audience says, not so happy now. So, sorry, very unhappy guy.
Very unhappy.
Yeah. Okay, that is 30 seconds, and let's just see what we've got here. Oh, God, I'm so sorry to say that we have had another murder, and I can say that, Richard, you are dead. Richard, very quickly coming to you, do you have a theory of who you think would have targeted you as the next victim?
I haven't been this disappointed since an Italian blowjob flopped at the box office. What was the question?
Doesn't matter. That was your chance to try to work out who killed you. But no, seriously, Richard.
No, it could have been one of my former co-stars. It could have been anyone.
Well, no, but here's the thing. So, I'm going to try and help you because I want my killer found here.
Yeah, come on, Dick. Tell us.
Right, so, I was killed. Now, maybe this was a random act that the killer didn't really know who they were killing or why they were killing me, but the killer has absolutely chosen Richard as the next victim. Why? Why Richard next? Was Richard onto something? Was someone else there coming more under suspicion? Perhaps it wasn't suspected to be Richard at all, and he's eliminating the most obvious
Did they watch
innocent.
A Wet Dream on Elm Street?
Love it.
Oh my
The thing is, I suspect you have actually seen all of these films.
I suspect that
with
someone
this,
was...
there will now be 4 minutes on the clock. Use this time. Work out who killed me. Work out who just killed Richard. Everyone, Otherwise, there'll be another execution, and it could be you. Go.
Gravely, even though you accused me, what did you say? You said you suspect somebody?
I suspect that someone was a little bit tired of his constant sexual innuendos, which would suggest to me a prudish person.
A nosy neighbor? Is that where you're going?
Perhaps.
Hey, I'm nosy about your stuff, but don't get nosy about mine.
Just get back to the.
Neighbor.
Can we get back to the fact that she possibly killed somebody with her car?
I'm telling you, I didn't hear any screams when I hit stuff, so I don't think that they killed anybody.
If you were to kill, why would you kill?
Aside from an ant trap or some roach spray, I'm not killing anything.
That question was for Jeff.
Oh.
Oh, you were talking to me. Oh,
Yeah.
man. What was the question again?
If you were to kill, why would you kill?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get over the timbre of your voice. Yeah. So, if I was gonna kill somebody, I guess I'd take a page out of OJ's playbook, right? Write a book called "If I Did It." I think I would do it quickly. Why would I do? You said why or
Why?
Oh, because I was bored.
We're getting no closer to the answer, though.
Yeah, she's
Richard,
not.
who did you suspect was the killer?
Who are you talking to?
Richard, dead Hardon. Who did he suspect the killer was?
The very unhappy guy.
Oh,
See, I was wrong, and I
What do you
apologize.
that
think
doesn't really.
now?
Yeah, that doesn't
Now
But
answer
wait.
it then.
Wait, he died before you. How can you suspect him? I don't get that.
I suspected him before he died.
Oh.
Oh.
He was part of the reason Unhappy Guy did die.
Well, who do you think did it now? Was there anything that happened during your killing that you got a clue of who was killing you?
Yeah.
They said something about I hated 13 erotic ghosts.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, the person with taste killed you then,
Guys,
I guess.
there's just over 1 minute left.
So they stabbed you.
Gravely,
Yes.
did you like Hardon?
In general, I like hard-ons, but in this particular sense, Dick Hardon was a little bit of a pain in my ass, so to speak. I didn't have anything against him personally, but he did try to have my sanatorium turned into a whorehouse, and I am not about that.
That's the
You weren't one of
reason.
his co-stars,
That
were
was
you?
for the filming of Womb Raider.
Womb Raider.
Yes,
Oh.
I'll have none of that.
How many of these do you have, Richard?
Oh, he's gonna check his catalog.
He's got
Sounds like a
whole list,
motive
I'm
right
serious.
there.
Oh my God.
Bigby Wolfenstein was the
Yes,
first
Dorita.
victim. You both have Wolf in your name. Is there a relationship?
I believe I was already asked this question, and I did answer it. There's a vague relation.
Yeah, they're cousins.
Yes, we are.
Oh,
Okay, that is
sorry.
time. That is time.
That's the second of the
4 minutes have gone. We will come to a couple of questions from the audience. Let's have a look here. A semi-happy guy isn't looking very happy. Poor guy. Who are you going to haunt, happy guy?
Well, haunting seems to be quite a mean thing to do. Oh, I am unhappy. I want happy things to happen to my friends. So, if I can be a happy haunter, then I will haunt my friend Bigby.
Okay, fair enough. Let's
be
have a
welcome
look.
here, buddy.
Wesker's report says Elkie did it. Would anyone care to respond to that?
Who the hell is
Who's that?
I don't know.
Elk?
I don't know. There
Elk,
might
I
be a
just
clue
see
within that.
giraffe. Giraffes, no elks.
Oh, yeah, there's no elks, but I suppose that is the closest, so I like that thinking, Nosy Neighbor. Giraffe, would you like to respond to that? Okay, fair enough. Richard.
I think she's watching the human sex appeal.
Hang on. Jimmy Mack says, Richard, why haven't you been vaccinated? It's just a little prick.
I'm fully vaccinated.
Oh, okay, he's fully vaccinated. Good to hear. So, Stephen Rankin says, so unhappy.
Two little pricks.
Yeah, do you have a response to that? Very unhappy guy?
I agree, and he sounds like a really handsome, nice man. So if he wants to send me his number, that would
Absolutely.
that'll make me happy.
Right. Screeter. Aaron says, who would you kill if you were the killer?
Yeah, who would you kill next, huh?
Ooh, if I was the killer, I would probably kill the nosy neighbor because she killed my cat. I know it.
Okay.
No.
Let's...
No. I love cats. I love
to kill. You love to kill cats.
No, I love them. I love them. I have so many stuffed cats in my house. I love them so much.
Yeah.
I killed them and had them stuffed. Yes.
No, I just get ones from the neighborhood that got killed, and I get them stuffed and put them
By your car. Yes, we understand.
No, display case. I just get them. I like to
Display to
memorialize them.
Okay, guys, sorry, look, it's almost nightfall. We need to work out who this killer is before. So, Gravely, is there anyone in the village you don't like?
Yes. There are many people I don't like. I tend to try and be friendly with all people. Hence, the flowers in my hat. I try to make a good appearance, but some people just rub me the wrong way, like Dick Hardon, of course, but we're not going there. I particularly do not care for the nosy neighbor, because not only is she running over stray animals and fussing about people's bins, but she also tried to have my sanatorium shut down because it blocks her view of the sunset.
Okay, yeah, well, there
This
we go.
is true, but I'm no killer. I mean, and it does block my sunset.
Well, too bad. So sad.
Yeah, so, anyway, audience, it is now voting time. Please vote now. Who do you think is the Ripper? Vote now and save us. We made the wrong choice last time, and, you know, we've all got it on our consciences. That very unhappy guy is, you know, dead. That wasn't at the hand of the Ripper. Well, it's not on my conscience. It was you guys that did it. I was already dead. But it is now voting time.
Excuses.
Gravely Whitmere. Who would you like to vote for?
Well, I am sticking to my previous vote, and I am saying Nosy Neighbor because I believe that she has plenty of things to hide. And one of those things is that I think she is a murderer.
Okay. Who would you vote for? Jeff.
Oh, okay. So, the guy that I was annoying to me before he got killed, he wasn't the killer. So, at this point, I want to die. So I want to pick somebody who I think is gonna kill me. All right. So, I look in the eyes of the Gravely Whitmire, right? And I think, why did he buy that hat? What was he thinking? A sane person would not buy that hat. I think it's Gravely Whitmire.
Wow, okay, that's a vote for Gravely. Okay, unfortunately, very happy guy, you are dead and you cannot vote at this stage. Nosy Neighbor, who would you vote for?
You know, even though Gravely Whitmere is pissing me off because I haven't seen the sunset in ages, I don't think he's a killer right now. I think it's the Screeta Witch lady because she keeps saying that I killed the cats in the neighborhood. I have nothing to do with them. I just make art out of them and put them in my house in a display case. But I'm not a killer.
Okay, fair enough. Richard, dead Hardon. I'm afraid you are dead, so you cannot vote. Big B Wolf, who would you vote for, please?
I'm starting to get suspicious of the Nosy Neighbor. All of this talk about, I'm not a killer, I didn't kill the cats, but then earlier you did say that you run someone over, so I don't know.
No! No,
Okay.
I just said I did something.
So, Screeter, you'll get the last vote before we turn to the audience. Who do you think is the Ripper?
I would like to say the Nosy Neighbor because she's already a cat killer, but I don't think she killed a person. I think it was Jeff because he's such a quiet animal.
Oh.
He could do it in the dark, in the quiet, and nobody would know.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not quiet at all.
Okay. A little bit of a swerve there. For a split second, I'd actually added the vote. If you had have said Nosy Neighbor, that would have put Nosy Neighbor in the lead of the votes with 3. However, Nosy Neighbor is still in the lead with 2 votes, whereas Screeter, Jeff, and Gravely each have 1. Big B doesn't have any votes against him, but it does mean now if the audience were to say Nosy Neighbor, it's sealed, but if it is someone else, there is a chance it could be a tiebreak. So let's go over to the votes and let's start to count them up. So guys, help me count these without counting the votes you gave each other. And here we go. Gravely, Screeter, Big B, Jeff, Nosy, Big B, Jeff, Gravely, Whitmere, Gravely, Screeter, Nosy Neighbor, Screeter, Gravely, and Nosy. Who has got the most votes? How many votes do you have? Big B, you have 2. Screeter, how many do you have?
I think 4.
Do you think 4? I might have to verify that.
Yeah,
Nosy Neighbor, how many do you have?
I don't know. 2 people accuse me here, and then
No.
who knows how many from the audience.
Ah, shit. I'm going to have to count these again, guys. Look, we've got a lot of audience watching. We're going to drive them away if we don't count.
The man explained it before.
Anyway, right, so I'm gonna read your name out now. Please count how many times I say it. And Gravely, Screeter, Big B, Jeff, Nosy, Big B, Jeff, Gravely, Screeter, Nosy, Screeter, Gravely, Nosy. How many do you have, Screeter?
5.
5, and you hold up 10. Gravely, how many do you have? 4. Screeter, Nosy, how many do you have?
5.
5.
No,
and
you have 3. You have
I got
3.
3 from the audience.
Yes,
2 from you
exactly.
guys.
That's what we're asking. 3.
Okay, Nosy, you were very close. If you get this wrong again, you'll just be. It would have taken you, but that will mean that Screeter, you have the most votes. So that is from the audience, and an audience vote overall equals 1 of the suspects. Because you guys have more to lose, which means that Screeter, you have an overall vote of 2 against you, and Nosy Neighbor, you have an overall vote of 2 against you. Now, what this will mean is between Richard and Very Unhappy Guy, you will now have voting power. And I will ask you to choose between Screeter and Nosy Neighbor. Which one of them would you like to see killed? You will have 30 seconds. Come to a unanimous decision, please. Go.
Well, Nosy Neighbor does remind me of a critic that once gave a very bad review to my film, The Hills Have Eyes.
Oh,
I
well,
saw that one.
every time Screeter speaks, they're so loud that I get afraid.
10 seconds left. I don't know if you're going to come to a unanimous decision.
Nosy Neighbor.
What?
Who do you think?
Very Unhappy Guy, do you agree or not?
Yeah, sure.
So, Nosy Neighbor, they have unanimously decided it will be
Sorry,
you.
neighbor.
And so with that, Nosy Neighbor, you are now dead. I will ask you to confirm from beyond the grave, Nosy Neighbor, were you the Ripper?
can't believe you all. I am not the Ripper, and I'm reporting you all to the city for overwatering your lawns.
Oh, we're glad you're dead then. We're glad you're dead.
Damn, I can't report you.
With that, Nosy Neighbor is now dead. Once again, we are going to go into the night phase. During this time, I will ask the Ripper to give me the name of their next victim. Everyone else, please type OK just to acknowledge you have understood. If you fail to do this, you will be killed regardless. So no funny business. So, everyone, if you are still alive, please type an OK into the comment to me and just to me. And if you are the Ripper, please let me know your next victim. My brain, guys. Here's a funny story for you. I almost just named who the Ripper was to ask them to make sure they do it. That would have cocked things up a little bit. Okay, 10 seconds left. Let's see. Okay, 2 seconds, 1 second, and with this. Screeter, how are you feeling?
I am confused.
I could well believe it. Jeff, how are you feeling?
Am I dead?
Well, unfortunately, yes, you are. Jeff, you are dead.
You try that thing where you talk to one person first, and then you try to think they got the killer, and then the second person's the one that died. I know this.
Yeah, you know my routine by now. But, with that, Jeff, from beyond the grave, do you have an idea? Who do you think would have targeted you next?
I don't know. It could have been anybody. I was literally asking for it, so could be anybody. But you know what? I'll vote for 4 non-blondes.
Okay.
I said, what's up? I said, hey, isn't that Linda Perry? Oh, that's sorry, Gravely Whitmore. My bad.
Okay, so you are accusing Gravely Whitmere here. Ooh, interesting.
References.
With this, audience, continue to ask questions to our suspects, but there will now be 3 minutes on the clock. For clarity, audience, we have Gravely Whitmere, we have Bigby Wolf, and we have Screeter the Crabby Witch are the only ones still alive. One of them is the Ripper. Try to figure it out. 3 minutes on the clock, everyone. Begin.
Well, 3 minutes is how long people lasted during my film, The Exorcist.
Oh my god.
Gravely Whitmer, you have to deal with all sorts of individuals where you work. Do they sometimes turn up dead?
From time to time, yes, we do find the stray occupant of our sanatorium dead, but that's just to be expected because of all the different medicines and experimental therapies that we utilize here at the sanatorium. Nothing untoward, I promise you.
The food is terrible there. The rats won't even eat the trash out of the place.
Shut up, you dead bitch.
Oh, that was hardly very sanitary or nice of you at all.
My goodness. Linda
I did
Perry,
not know
calm
that
down.
it was going to haunt me from beyond. I'm sick of it.
1 minute has passed, guys. 2 minutes left.
On the night of the murder, was there a full moon?
There was an evil head.
Oh, he got some
I don't see
evil
how
head.
that's relevant to anything.
He's got some
Yes,
evil
but
head.
what is the answer? Was there a full moon or not? Don't evade. You've been very quiet, Bigby.
This is true. I mean, it could have been a full moon. I don't keep track of the moon cycles, but I mean,
You
I
should.
look like this all the time, so...
Bullshit. You keep up with it. You know you do.
I do like to stare at the full moon every now and then and howl at it, but that's neither here nor there.
Screeter,
Yes.
since the nosy neighbor was killing all the cats, did that cause you to not have as much to eat?
Yes, in fact, I use them in my cauldron every night with my TV dinners as the special spice. Now that they're all gone, I have to resort to other measures.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
2 minutes
Did
have
you
passed,
add a
everyone.
side of giraffe to that mixture, that concoction that you were making, Screeter?
Oh, I think a giraffe would be tasty. Nom, 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 nom. But it wasn't me.
Oh, it's got to be one of us. So, who should it be? I think, could be either one of you.
could also be you,
deflecting the
Jesse.
blame. You've had a problem with everybody. Everybody's had a problem with your sanitarium, supposedly. So, I think you're the problem here, Linda Perry. Bravely
Time is
Whitmire.
now gone. Time has lapsed. So, we're not quite at voting time. In fact, there are a couple of questions we'll ask that, but we're getting ready to get to voting time. So, let's ask. Hey, very unhappy guy. Now that you're a ghost, does that mean that you can float around the village checking out what everyone's up to without being seen? Have you seen anything interesting going on?
Oh, well, that's a very good question. The question has made me happy, but the answer, I'm afraid, is a sad one. I went house to house to see that my friends were happy, and each of them didn't seem happy. It was very sad.
Oh dear.
One of them seemed really happy about something they'd done. But,
Who was that?
I don't want to say.
Oh, okay. Richard. Jimmy Mac says, you have a busy schedule, and yet you're on this show. How did you manage to fit it in?
Well, as I said at the beginning, I'm retired. You know, too many STDs. I think the shaft did it for me.
Okay. Eva says, Gravely, weren't you my 5th grade math teacher?
I do recall doing some substitute teaching at that time, but I can't be sure.
Okay, and Blondie says, Jeff, now that you're a ghost, will you attempt to possess anyone in the village in order to seek revenge on your killer?
I don't know. I feel like I'm at peace right now. I'm glad. I asked for it and it happened. So, they kind of gave me what I wanted. So, if I were to haunt anybody, I don't know. It'd probably be that unhappy guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about you.
So, with that, audience, it is now voting time. Who would you vote for here? Who do you believe is the killer? Who do you think has so far killed me, Jack Wolfenstein, has killed off Richard, dead Hardon, and has killed off dead Jeff? I can't read that. Right, let's just, for some reason it's a bit obscured. There we go. Dead Jeff Raff. Who do you think did that? We, as a village, to try and take vengeance, have ourselves killed off the nosy neighbour and a very unhappy guy. But who do you think is pulling the wool over our eyes? Put your votes into the comment section. And with this, Screeter, who would you vote for?
I'm starting to really think Gravely is up to no good in his sanitarium of crazies.
Okay, so that is a vote for Gravely. Big B, who would you vote for?
I'm starting to suspect Gravely as well, just because Jeff died and they had suspected him.
Okay. Gravely, who would you vote against?
Well, it's been a very hard decision because Big B has been just very quiet and not cooperative at all. And Screeter, well, switching from cats to humans might not be that much of a stretch. So I am going to have to vote for Screeter.
That is a vote for Screeter. Now, in the situation we are at, Gravely, you have 2 votes. Screeter, you have 1. Big B, you have 0. Gravely, your only hope is that the audience comes to your rescue. The votes are still coming in. I'll remind our audience to go smash that subscribe button on youtube.com/extremeimprov, even if you're watching on one of the other platforms, because it will help us out. But with this, here come the votes. And get ready to count. We have votes for Gravely, Bigby, Gravely, Gravely, Screeter, Screeter, Gravely, Bigby Wolf, Screeter, Screeter, Gravely, Screeter. That's where we're up to. I will give it a few more seconds because that last one literally popped up as I was reading it. I'll give a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll say that's the end of... how many have you got, Bigby? Was that 2? Okay, Screeter, how many times did I read your name? 5. And Gravely, is that also 5?
Yes.
Well, I think this calls for Russian roulette. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's grab one more card. 8. Here I have 8 cards. They are all random. Now, I am going to choose this queen. This queen you want to avoid. These cards represent a revolver. And there is 8 chambers. And there is going to be 7 blanks. And there will be 1 live round. Now, as we can see, I'm shuffling the cards here. You do not know the order of these cards, but between Gravely and Screeter, I will ask you to choose a card, which I will pull out from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in that order. And if it is not the queen, you will hear a click. If it is the queen, you will hear a bang, and it will be game over for you. So, Gravely, as you are number 1 on the order of the suspects list, you will get to choose first a number from 1 to 8.
Number 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Click. And you are safe. Screeter, there are 7 cards left. What number would you like?
Oh, very scary. Ah! Number 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Click. And you are safe. 6 cards remain. A number from 1 to 6, please, Gravely.
Number 2.
1, 2. Click. And you are safe. Screeter. 5 cards remain. Which would you like?
I would like to try the very first card, Jack.
Click.
Yay!
Once again, you are safe. 4 cards remain. One of them is the live round. Gravely.
Number 2.
1, 2. Click. Picture card, but not the queen. You are safe.
Wow.
3 cards remain, Screeter.
Oh, I don't know how to choose. They're all so pretty. Number 3.
1,
Look the
2.
same.
Bang! And with that, Screeter, unfortunately, in this deadly game of Russian roulette, you have unfortunately shot yourself. Can I now ask you to confirm, from beyond the grave, were you the Ripper?
As much as I like to eat all of the dead, I do not like to make all of the dead. It is not me.
Not you. So now we are in a position where there are 2 who remain. At this stage, the person who is the Ripper has always known that they were the Ripper, but now the other person knows for absolute certain the identity of the Ripper. They will each get 30 seconds to state their case to try to convince everyone else here who the Ripper is, whether it is the other one and not them, or vice versa. So with this, once again, as you were first on the suspects list, Gravely, you will get 30 seconds. Plead your case. Begin.
Well, this has been a very tough competition, but I must tell you now that Bigby Wolf has been the killer all along, and Because he's been so quiet and so unassuming, no one has suspected him. But I'm here to tell you now that Bigby Wolf is the killer. Don't let that sweet little doggy face fool you. He has been killing, maiming, and eating.
Okay, that is your time. That is your time. Bigby Wolf, the floor is yours. 30 seconds. Convince everyone, if it is not you, that it is Gravely Whitmere. Begin.
I've been quiet because I like to observe the people in the village. I like to read people, and partway through the game, I was definitely feeling that Gravely was villainous, and he's been pulling the strings the whole time. He's been killing people who suspected him. He's been throwing accusations my way, and yet voting for Screeter. It's all been very suspect, and he left me alive because he thought that he could pin it on me because I look monstrous, and of course you're going to vote for
And that
monstrous.
is your time. Thank you very much there. Thank you very much. We do have one question from the audience, which I think at this stage is still relevant. Nosy Neighbor, is that the cat that Screeter killed? It looks really spooky in your black and white dead zone.
I don't think this is the one Screeter killed, but it just kind of befriended me, and it I never killed any cats. They wouldn't have cats in heaven. It's befriend me if I was a cat killer. I just want to say that I love cats.
Okay, okay. So, with this, I will give 1 minute for everyone to discuss. So, Bigby and Gravely, you are free to put your thoughts into this if anyone should say anything about you. But everyone will now get to vote, except for me, of course, as I know the identity of the killer. And with that, everyone, you have 1 minute. Figure out who you think the killer is. Everyone will get to vote this time. Begin.
That was one of two people. We got that. So, right?
Yep. Gravely's been playing a very good game. He's been very methodical, very clever. But
yeah, what's going on?
It's him.
He did call me the B word.
Yeah, that was a bit untoward.
Very
Did I use that word right?
One might say.
I think he could hide a weapon under that hat. It's certainly big enough.
What's under my hat is no one's business but my own.
Oh, 4 non-blondes, huh? Hey, listen, anybody, both of them are clearly hiding something. Gravely under that hat, and Bigby behind that smile. There's a lot of stuff, factors that we need to put
That
in
is
there.
time. Your time.
Talking.
Your time has passed.
I wasted time. Did I waste the time? I'm sorry.
No. I felt you were giving a lot of input there. I'm not sure how much
the
everyone
only
else...
wasted time is anyone that watched my film Camp Cuddly Pine's Powerful Massacre.
My favourite thing about that was your eyes glanced down to read that one. So, with this, audience, it is once again voting time. Vote now and save us. Who do you think the killer is? Everyone will get a chance to vote. And starting off, Screeter. It is either Bigby Wolf or Gravely Whitmere. Who do you think is the Ripper?
I think with a smile like that, Bigby Wolf would have ate his victims, and he did not. So I think it is Gravely and his scary hat.
Okay, that is a vote for Gravely. Richard, who would you vote for?
Gravely does remind me of an actor I work with on Eyes Wide Shut. I'm running out.
Oh, man.
But I don't know. I think it might be Bigby.
And we kill him again.
Okay, are you saying, clarify, you're saying you think it is, your vote is for Bigby?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. So, Nosy Neighbor, who would you vote for, please?
Since I've gone to the spiritual beyond, my powers of deduction have gone up, and I believe now that it's Bigby.
You are voting for Bigby. So, very unhappy guy. Who would you vote for here?
Oh, don't think it really matters anymore. Nothing matters.
Give us something.
I'm going to have to push you to find the energy to vote, though.
Think that it's going to have to... I don't know anymore. I used to think this person was nice, but now I doubt everything. So my vote's for Big B.
You have voted for Big B. Okay. Dead Jeff. I don't believe you have voted yet. Who would you vote for?
You know, I got one thing to say. I say, hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. I say, hey, what's going on, Gravely?
Let it
Vote
go.
for Gravely.
I'm going to have to
So,
buy a new hat.
okay, has anyone not voted from amongst the dead? That is everyone. So now, Gravely, would you please cast your vote?
Oh, well, since I'm not going to vote for myself, of course, I shall have to cast a vote for my wolfy friend over here, Big B.
Okay. Big B, who would you vote for?
Well, the choice is clear. It's Gravely.
Okay, with that, before we go to the audience vote, we have 3 votes for Gravely, 4 votes for Big B. Interesting that at this stage, you would suddenly, seemingly, suspects go for Big B, whereas up to this point, I don't think he's been close to nomination. But with this, let's go over and see what we've got. We have votes for Gravely. Help me count this, remember? So, Gravely, Gravely, Gravely. Gravely is the killer. Gravely, 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 Big B. Gravely, Gravely, Guy. Definitely is an unhappy guy. Gravely, Gravely. And with that, Gravely, you get the audience vote. Overwhelming audience vote. And so now, once again, we have no choice but to Russian roulette this. So once again, we are going to be looking to avoid the queen. Here you'll see I have placed the queen into the cards. Let's give them a good old shuffle. Now, Gravely, once again, you are number 1 on the list of suspects. You will get to choose a card first. You are trying to avoid the queen. A number from 1 to 8.
Number 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Click. Big B.
I'm going to go with number 1.
Click. Gravely.
Number 3.
1, 2, 3. Bang! And with that, Gravely, you have shot yourself and you are now dead. I will ask you to confirm from beyond the grave. Gravely Whitmere, are you the Ripper?
I am not the Ripper.
Oh! So, with that, the suspects right at the last moment, you slided ever so slightly more towards finding the real killer in Big B, but the audience completely went against it. So, with that, Big B Wolf, you are the Ripper. You are, in fact, the werewolf, and you were in plain sight, and, well, you got away with it. Any thoughts?
Not plain sight, not plain sight.
Bring your neck
In the face.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of obvious. It was very telling. The monster was a monster. Who'd have thunk it?
Who'd have thunk it?
I haven't been this surprised since I read the script for Edward Peters' Hand.
That one is insane.
Yeah,
Why do I know that exists?
I should have called animal control when I had the chance.
Yeah. So, there we have it. Just checking the time here. I don't think we've got time to start another round now. So, with that, audience, that brings us towards the end of our show. So, thank you very much. Put any final thoughts or comments into the comment section, and we will find out where we can find all of our suspects on social media. Starting with a very unhappy guy. Stephen,
No,
where can
I've
the
not
people...
taken my name yet. Hello.
There you go.
You can't put me first, but it's my name. You can follow me on Twitter at Stephen Rankin, which is what I was desperately. I've been sad for the last half hour. I don't know. Thank you. Good night.
Okay. Where can we find you, Gravely Whitmere? Where can we find you, Marty?
Well, you can find me on Instagram at WhatJesusGlue or here on Xstreamed Improv. But Gravely Whitmire himself, you can find him down at the Corner Pub this weekend performing with his 4 Non-Blondes cover band.
I knew it.
Fantastic. Where can we find
What's
you?
going on?
Yeah!
Amazing. Okay, so next up, Screeter. Where can we find you, Christine?
You can find me on Facebook. I'll be the one trolling your profile.
Okay, next up, Nosy Neighbor. Where can we find you, Ruth?
You can find me. Can you read that? Is it backwards or forwards?
Forwards.
All right, Red Rum. You can find me on Facebook or follow me on Instagram or right here on Xstreamed Improv.
Okay, fantastic. Richard Dead Hardon. Where can we find you, please? Andrew.
Oh, Lord.
You can find me returning to the world of porn in my next project, the Texas Dildo Masquerade.
No.
No.
Oh
A better
my
one.
God, amazing. Okay. Jeff, where can we find you,
Yeah,
Elkie?
Hello. You can find me on all the platforms at Elkie TV. I should say it on there. And you can find me every Tuesday at 6 p.m. British time and 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Elkie and Asadi show. We do improv.
Oh, no, I'm really unhappy because I thought that was a real giraffe.
Okay.
That was a slice of pizza on you.
Big B Wolf. Jared, where can the people find you?
Hi, you can find me on Twitch. I stream games and play them poorly and mostly just sort of chat with whoever's there. And yeah, I'm just as hairy under the mask. So, yeah. And you'll also find me on Xstreamed as often as I can be.
Amazing. My name is David Pstansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Pstansky. You can also get a copy of the Xstreamed Improv Big Book of Improv Games, which is available all the way around the world on Amazon, either as paperback or Kindle editions, and it's got the rules of how to play over 100 short-form improv games. I will also take a moment to mention that you'll be able to see Xstreamed Improv live, and I mean live on stage at the Cockpit Theatre in London on the 17th and 24th of October, and then on the 3rd of December as well. So do go to the website www.xstreamed.tv for information where you can get tickets and all this other stuff. Even if you're in a different country, it doesn't matter if you're in America or Australia, buy a ticket, because that would be fun. And you could do that, why not? Right, so with that, from me, from everyone else, oh, hang on, let's have a quick look here. The Wolf did it! Makes me want to howl, says Blondie Einstein. That was an awesome show. Thanks for the fun, everyone. Love to you all. Thumbs up. Well, thank you very much, Blondie Einstein.
I gotta say, you said we're performing at the Cockpit, also known as Richard's next movie, right? I'm surprised. When you said it, I saw his face. He wanted to say something.
He went, that made me laugh.
Amazing.
I've run out of movies.
Yes. And it is going to be that type of show, so how about that, guys? Right,
Are you
so...
coming?
Top Gun.
What was that?
Top Gun at the Cockpit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Top Gun by itself is
Bottom gun. Is that a joke?
Yeah, probably. Okay, so from me, from everyone else, stay safe, always stay Xstreamed, and ciao for now. And boom, we are off the air. Awesome show, guys. Really well played.